What's the most annoying thing that's ever happened to you? It was a Sunday afternoon. I I'd just finished lunch and was wandering through a quaint little street in Charleston, South Carolina. It was one of those cobblestone lined places with cafes, vintage bookstores, and artisanal gift shops tucked into historic brick buildings. I ducked into one of those stores. Wilder finds, drawn by a display of hand blown glass animals in the window. Inside, the store smelled like cinnamon and fresh cedar. The shelves were arranged neatly, with fragile ornaments spaced out carefully. I walked slowly, hands behind my back, admiring everything like I always do. I've never been a bull in a china shop type. I'm the kind of person who apologizes when someone else bumps into me. That's when I heard the door jingle, and a loud voice burst in. Ethan, no running, honey! A woman entered the store, tall, with sunglasses perched on her head like a tiara and a phone glued to her hand. Her son, around 7 or 8, darted past her, giggling, a tornado in a museum. He was wearing light-up sneakers and carried a juice box in one hand. My stomach clenched. The boy tore through the aisles, brushing past shelves like he had bumpers around him. I instinctively stepped back as he whooshed past me, clipping the edge of a table with his elbow. A loud crash split the air. I turned in time to see a display of glass animals tumble from their perch. One in particular, an elegant glass elephant with shimmering blue accents, had hit the tile floor and shattered into dozens of sharp, glinting pieces. I froze. The boy froze. For a split second, he looked guilty, but then his eyes darted toward me. It was her, he suddenly shrieked, pointing at me. I blinked. Excuse me. I saw her. She knocked the table with her elbow, he yelled, voice pitched high like a car alarm. The mother immediately turned her head, eyes narrowing behind her designer sunglasses. What happened? She asked, glancing at the shattered elephant. Your son ran into the table, I said calmly. I was standing right here. He bumped into it and... Ethan says you did it, she interrupted. Are you seriously trying to blame a child? My mouth dropped open. You can't be serious. He was running. I didn't touch anything. Wow, she scoffed. Unbelievable. Some people just can't take responsibility. Do you know how expensive that thing was? The shopkeeper emerged from the back room, her face aghast. What happened? She asked, rushing over to the shards. Before I could speak, the woman chimed in, gesturing at me dramatically. She broke the elephant? My son saw it. I didn't, I said, trying not to raise my voice. He was running around and knocked it over. The shopkeeper looked between us, clearly unsure. I could feel the tension in the room shift. A couple of other customers turned to watch. Look, I'm not paying for something I didn't break, I said. There must be cameras in here, right? The shopkeeper hesitated. We actually do have CCTV. Perfect, I said, my voice tight. Check it. The mother's face twitched. Seriously? You're going to waste everyone's time over a broken trinket? It's not about the trinket, I said. It's about being accused of something I didn't do. The woman rolled her eyes and muttered, God, you people are so dramatic. The shopkeeper led us to the back, where an old desktop computer sat connected to a small monitor. She clicked through files until she found the camera angle facing the aisle. She hit play, and there it was, crystal clear. Me, standing still, the boy rushing in like a windstorm, his elbows striking the table, the elephant falling and exploding on the floor. Not only had I never touched it, I hadn't moved. Pause it, I said. The shopkeeper did. I looked at the mother. Well, I asked. She stood in stony silence, jaw clenched. Her sunglasses slid down her nose. The shopkeeper turned to her. I think it's clear what happened. The woman didn't even apologize. Instead, she turned to her son and hissed, Get in the car. But Mom, he started. Now. They left without another word. I stood there in stunned silence. But that wasn't the end. The next day, I got a call from the police. Apparently, the mother had filed a report claiming I had attacked her son. Yes, you read that right. She claimed I'd shoved her child, causing injury and trauma, and refused to accept responsibility for damaging an irreplaceable family heirloom. Luckily, I had the shop's number saved. I called the owner, her name was Linda, and explained what had happened. She was livid. I have the footage, she said. I'll get it to the police. Apparently, the woman didn't realize the CCTV covered audio, too. Linda had already backed up the footage. The police requested it, and I went in to give my statement. They took the evidence seriously. A week later, I got another call from the officer in charge of the case. "She's in some serious trouble," he told me. "This kid filing a false report, lying to law enforcement, defamation. We're not only dropping the complaint against you, we're charging her." Turned out she had a history of similar behavior. Complaints in multiple stores, threats, exaggerated injury claims. And best of all, the store decided to press charges for the broken merchandise and for the disruption. Linda sent me an email thanking me for standing my ground, but I wasn't satisfied yet. This woman had tried to ruin me. What if there hadn't been footage? What if the store hadn't kept the audio? I wanted her to feel the embarrassment she tried to force on me. I did some digging. Thanks to the officer and some well-placed social media sleuthing, I discovered her name was Melinda Shore. She ran a mommy lifestyle blog and posted daily gentle parenting videos on TikTok where she claimed her son was sensitive and misunderstood. Oh, it was delicious. I took the publicly released police statement, clipped the security footage, Linda gave permission, and paired it with a screen recording of her TikTok video titled, "My son has never lied. Ever." Then I posted it all anonymously on Reddit, under the SARS-FU Karen subreddit. The post blew up, thousands of upvotes. Comments like, "The kid learned lying from his mom. Apple didn't fall far from the psycho tree. Thank God for CCTV. This could have ruined OP's life. This is why people are afraid of public accusations. Good for you for exposing her." Someone even recognized her from their neighborhood and posted more stories about her causing drama in schools and HOA meetings. The final nail? Brands started pulling sponsorships from her influencer account. A week after the Reddit post went viral, her TikTok went private. Then her Instagram disappeared. And then, silence. I'd almost moved on until one day, I saw her at the same grocery store I always go to. She was walking briskly, head down, no makeup, no designer bag, no child. She passed me without recognizing me. But I recognized her. And I smiled. Because I'd won. Not just because her lies were exposed or because she faced legal consequences, but because the next time she even thinks about falsely accusing someone, she'll remember the cold sting of public humiliation. And maybe, just maybe, her son will remember that too. Because I wasn't just some stranger she tried to pin a crime on. I was the woman who made sure the truth didn't stay quiet, cut me off, and shame me. You'll learn the real meaning of shame in a moment.